ओम आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रम् अथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति. We are studying this Chandogya Upanishad of the Samaveda, and today we have to start the Tritiya Khanda, third section of the first adhyay, first chapter. And last occasion, the mantra ended by telling us that iti adhyatmam. What was talked was about our own personality. That is the meaning of adhyatmam. And it hinted that there will be other side, atha daivatam. So that is taken up in this chapter. Atha adi daivatam. What is the total context? Samaveda has a speciality that it deals with upasanas at length. Comparatively, in the Kathopanishad, upasana for the heaven is only mentioned. In Taittiriya first chapter is upasana, second and third are jnanam. In Brihadaranyaka, upasanas and jnana move like a wave, and those upasanas are of a high order. Chandogya deals with upasanas of three different stages. One is like the jnana, almost jnana. Other is upasana as upasana. What is upasana? Mental exercises ending in concentration of the mind, both exercising the mind and concentrating the mind means more and more purity of the mind. And then we go to the jnana upasanas. But as the Chandogya tells us that we are addicted to karma, we are addicted to externalism of the mind. So it is first required that mind should be given a different direction. That is called karmanga upasana. It is difficult for a outgoing mind to suddenly become ingoing. And so, lot of upasanas are taught depending on the karma. We are given an example that when we do puja, we are told, take this flower in your hand, chant this mantra, that is thought. That much upasana. So, those also are necessary. Now, up till now, what we have studied? Om. The essence of Vani, whatever we speak, is Rigveda. The essence of Rigveda is Samaveda. Essence of Samaveda is one of the songs called Udgita. And essence of that Udgita is Omkar. Now, the first chapter full only describes Omkar everywhere. First, importance of Omkar has been told in this way, and then the whole world will be shown Omkar. This is Omkar, that is Omkar, this is Omkar, that is Omkar. So, our mind, whatever it thinks of inside or outside, will not leave Om. So, that is the purpose of the first chapter. And now, inside has been told. So now, atha adidaivatam. So now regarding the outside or cosmic things, य एव असौ तपति तम उद्गीतम उपासीत उद्यन्वाम एष प्रजाभ्य उद्गायति उद्यस्तम उभयम अपहन्ति अपहन्ताः वै भयस्य तमसो भवति य एवं वेद. So, what is Adhidaivatam? This very which shines or blazes, that means the sun god, that this which blazes is sun god. Here the name is not given and they have not thought it necessary. Udyatam udgitam upasita. So, I will tell you another fact. In this upasanas, all upasanas depend upon superimposition. Now, when I say superimposition, don't be afraid, don't be misled. In Vedanta, what is called superimposition is due to ignorance. We do not know that difference between rope and snake. And we don't see the snake, a rope. We see only the snake. It is not like that. We know there are two things, but we superimpose one on the other to meditate. So that is the mental exercise. Deliberate upasana. Knowing the difference, upasana. Superimposition for the sake of mental exercise, leading finally to mental concentration. So here, after telling us inside many things, prana and our indriyas, so many things have been equated with Udgita, superimposed. Udgita has to be superimposed in many inside things. And Udgita means Om here only. So in that way, Om will come everywhere. Now we see outside, and outside sun blazes. Tam, that sun, Udgitam upasita. Meditate on sun as Udgita. So superimpose Udgita on the sun. So sun becomes covered when we chant Om. So in this way, Om will be equated to many things outside, so that wherever our mind goes, it will not leave Om. That is the idea. So, similarity has to be told for superimposition, knowing superimposition, deliberate superimposition, we require some semblance of similarity. So what is the similarity here? Udyanva, when it rises tomorrow, Esha, this, Prajabhya Udgayati. Imagination also is added in the superimposition. So when the sun rises, it is singing Udgita for the people. Singing Udgita means saying Om. So the sun's motion is like a sound Om. That is the superimposition. Prajabhya, for the sake of the whole world, Udgayati. Udgayati means Udgitam Gayati. And Udgitam Gayati means Omkaram Gayati. So the sun, when it comes up tomorrow and travels through the sky, it should be taken as it is singing Om and moving. There is a dissimilarity also. They know it. Udyastam Ubayam Apahanti. So, this also is made into a similarity. When it sets, then no. When it travels, Udyan, Udyastam, that means before setting. It rises and before setting, Uvayam Upahanti. Uvayam means darkness and fear. That we have to add through the commentary. In the mantra only both. What both? You have to understand when the sun travels, what does it end? It ends darkness and it ends fear, which is due to darkness. So both fear and darkness he destroys. Now, every upasana we require a phalashruti. Because it is not Advaita Jnana, so any mental effort has to be eulogized, praised. Result should be told. Then our mind will be inclined to do that. So, apahanta havai bhayasya tamaso bhavati ya evam veda. One who knows this. And in the upasana section, the meaning of knowing is doing upasana. So one who knows this means one who worships like this. He becomes the destroyer of here. The words are mentioned in this context. Bhayasya tamaso apahanta bhavati. So from here we can understand what sun destroys. So the one who does this upasana, he becomes the destroyer of darkness and fear. That is the mantra. Let us see what Shankar says. Atha anantaram. Atha means anantaram. Afterwards, when inside has been described, after that now outside is being described. So atha meaning is anantaram. Adidaivatam, devata vishayam. About gods, about cosmic things. Udgita upasanam prastutam iti artha. So, you have to add one word to get the sentence that now, after the inner upasana, upasana about outside things is being told. So you have to add is being told. Prastutam iti artha. Anekada upasyatvat udgitasya. Because this udgita, this om, can be superimposed on many things. Anekada upasyatvat. We can worship this very om in different contexts, in many contexts. And so, one of them is being taken now. Ya eva asau aditya tapati. So, Shankara has given the meaning clearly. This which blazes means sun. So, ya eva asau aditya tapati tam udgitam upasita. Meaning, aditya drishtya udgitam upasita iti artha. Look at udgita, look at om from superimposing sun on that. Udgita, aditya drishti. That means you are seeing aditya on udgita means on om. So superimposing sun on om, do upasana. Do mental exercise. Tam udgitam iti udgita shabdo aksharawachi san. Katham aditya vartate. Aksharawachi san means udgita has been equated with omkar. That is aksharawachi. Udgitam is Akshara means when Udgitam has been equated with Omkar, how we can do it with sun? That is the question raised. Iti uchyate. So answer is being given to that. How sun can be superimposed? That answer is being given. Udyan, Udgachan, Udyan means Udgachan. Udgachan, rises and walks. Rises and goes. Va, Esha, Prajabhya, Va is only a way, nothing, no meaning. Prajabhya, Prajartham. Prajabhya means for the sake of people. Udgayati. Prajanam anna utpattyartham. So, how is singing Udgita? Because sun shining, walking through the sky is for the sake of producing grains for the people. So, Shankara has added that how it is chanting Om? Because sun, when it rises and walks through heaven, becomes the cause of producing grains for people. Prajanam utpatti artham. The people themselves will be born when the sun walks. How people will be born? Nahi anudyati. Prajanam anna utpattyartham. So for the sake of anna, for praja. Nahi anudyati tasmin vriyader nishpatti syad. If sun does not shine, barley, wheat, rice cannot grow. So a natural function is being referred to tasmin viryader nishpatti syad. So unless it rises, there will be no growth of barley and other things. Udgayati iva udgayati. So udgayati is not, sun is not actually singing, but like singing, because when sun walks, then only grains can grow. And through grains only, man's personality is built up. Yatha eva udgata annartham. So, udgayati is like udgayati, that means it shines for grains. That itself is udgan. Atha udgita savita iti artha. So, Savita, Surya is like Udgita. So, sun can be superimposed on Udgita. Sun is similar to Udgita, Omkar. So, that is the meaning. Shankara has shown the similarity through which we can superimpose. Kimcha, and also, yan naisham tamaha, tajjam cha bhayam. So, night darkness, and born of that darkness is fear. Praninam, of people, apahanti. He destroys. Tam evam gunam savitaram yo veda. So he has taken us to the fruit. This type of sun, one who knows, so apahanta nashayita vai bhayasya janma maranadi lakshanasya. So here, different things are there, but superimposing, but equating them. So, sun destroys fear due to night darkness and destroys night darkness. On the other hand, one sadhak who knows this, bhayasya janma maranadi lakshanasya. So sadhak's fear is not of darkness only. He is afraid of darkness also because he fears he may die. So, and death means again birth. Birth means again death. and Jara. So all the problems of being born and dying, that is the main fear in man. So that fear, Om will destroy. As Aditya will destroy fear out of darkness, sadhak who knows this and chants Om, through that power of the Om, he will destroy the fear of Janma Marana, etc. So, while talking of Om, the ultimate result is being told. Om will lead to knowledge, Om will lead to concentration of the mind, Om will lead to mental superimposition. Final result will be Om will take us beyond everything, beyond life and death. Atmana tamasascha tatkaranasya. While describing, it is like this. Describes fear of death, and the darkness is the cause of that fear. So here, what is the cause of this Janma Marana death? Atmana tamasa, darkness about himself. He does not know what he is. That is the biggest darkness. So avidya is darkness, resulting in fear means all imperfections. So one representative of all imperfections is fear. And the cause of that fear is ignorance. So when he chants Om, final result will be he will destroy the ignorance, darkness in the form of ignorance about himself, and what is born from that is fear of birth and death, fear of transmigration. Tat karanasya ajnana lakshanasya tam. So, cause of it, which is characterized by ignorance, that is darkness. So, this is the first mantra that take up sun. External biggest thing is sun. Sun is generally cosmos. So, take the light of the whole cosmos. He shines and destroys. Darkness destroys fear which is born of darkness, and worship that as Om. Superimpose that sun drishti on Om. And then if you do like that, then in your life the darkness of ignorance about yourself will be destroyed, and the resultant of that, the fear of transmigration, also will be described. So we go to second mantra now. Samana u eva ayam cha asau cha ushno ayam ushno asau swara iti imam achakshate swara iti pratyaswara iti amum tasmadva etam imam amum cha udgitam upasita. Now, it is reference to the prana upasana which has been previously described. Prana has 5 functions. In-breath, out-breath, digestion of food, circulation of blood, and final departure are represented by hiccup. So now he will describe that just prana is Omkar, so sun is also Omkar. So again, superimposition of sun on prana and prana represented by Om. So, samanam u eva ayam. U means and. Samana only is this. This means sun. Cha Ushno ayam, because it is hot. Ushno asau, and prana also are hot. Swara iti imama chakshate. What is swara? Swara is not vowel. Swara, swarati means goes. Swara means goes. So sun also goes, prana also will transmigrate. Here, prana also moves to digest food. Ultimately, it will go. Swara iti imam achakshate. So pranas are also called swara because they function, they move. Swara iti pratyaswara iti amum, and sun is called both swara and pratyaswara because it goes, sets, and again it rises. So again and again it sets and again it rises. So sun is called swara and pratyaswara. Goes and is reborn. Comes again and again. Iti amum. Amum means this sun. Tasmadva etam imam amum cha. So this and this prana and sun. Udgitam upasit. So pranas to equate with Udgita was not directly told there. And though it is inner, now through identity between external and internal, that is being told now. So there, prana importance was told. And so it is Om, like that it was told. But now, similarity with sun is being shown, and sun has been shown to be Omkar, and so through it now, pranas are being told as Omkar. Imam amam cha, this and that both, udgitam upasit. So chant both, equate both pranas and sun as Om. Udgita everywhere will mean Om here. So Shankar says, Yadyapi sthana vedat prana adityo bhinno iva lakshete tathapi nasa tattva vedastayo. So he says, sthana vedat, pran functioning inside, sun functioning outside. So because of difference in places, prana and aditya are seen as if different. Even then, that is not difference in nature. That is only because of the place, upadhi, they are looking different. So, actually, inside, they are not different. This from Brahma Drishti or Om Drishti. But, na sa tattva veda tayo, it is not difference between them in nature. Katham, how you say? Samana u eva tulya eva. Here, samana is not samana pran. Samana means equal. Samana u eva ayam. So it is not samana vayu, prana and sun. Samana u. And this also are same, similar. Ayam cha, asau cha, this and that. Prana, savitra, gunata, due to their qualities. Savita cha pranena. Now, this is an important Vedantic way. If you have to tell identity, you have to talk both ways. Prana is sun is prana. Otherwise, it becomes gauna. Like it becomes like. One-sided superimposition. So, Shankar says, they are samana means this is that and that is this. Yasmat, why so? Ushno ayam prana. This prana is hot. Ushnasya asau savita, and hot also is that sun. Kimcha swara iti imam pranamachakshate. So, name of this prana is swara. Kathayanti, they call it like that. Tata swara iti, pratyaswara iti cha amam savitaram. So that savita is called swara and pratyaswara. Yasmat prana swarati eva na punar mruta pratyagacchati. Why it is like that? The prana is called only swara because once it dies, it does not come back. So only goes. We can add here if you like that it comes back in another body. Because the equation has to be shown. Savita tu, but Savita astamitva punarapi ani pratyagacchati. So sun is every day sets and again is born. It rises. Ata pratyasvara. So that is called pratyasvara. Asmat gunato namatascha. Shankara said here that quality and name are same, though he has shown a difference. And that is why two things. When something is taken for something, some similarity is there, some dissimilarity is there. Or as I said, take this prana also, comes back through another body. And asmat, therefore, gunato namatascha, by their qualities and by their name. What is the name? Swara. And guna, hot. So, by the hot guna and by the swara name, samana iteretaram pranadinyam. Prana here, where is that Aditya comes here? How? Is there any misprint? This is Adhyay 1, Khanda 3, Mantra 2. Therefore, etam, this vital force, cha, amum, and that sun should be meditated on. The vital force and the sun are therefore. Tasmadva etam imam amum cha. No, that's all right. In the commentary, asmat samanam iterator pranadinyam. We should have some another Sanskrit. Because, can you find in this? Gunato namatascha samano iteretaram pranadinyam is what is printed. It could be adityanyam. Some letter is missing here. Because pranadi has no meaning. Or prana etc. includes sun. That is one way. Pranadi includes sun. Okay. We shall check up once more. Ata tattva avedat. So, fundamental nature being same. Etam pranam imam amum cha adityam udgitam upasit. So, because fundamentally there is no difference, So this Pran and the Aditya both are Om. In this way, worship should be done. Now he has taken another function of Pran. So Samana was not the function of Prana. Samana means equal. But here, Atha Khalu Vyanam Eva Udgitam Upasita. Yadvai Praniti Sa Prano Yad Apaniti. So here, so many things are taken. Prana as itself is being taken with different functions. Yadvai Praniti Sa Prano Yad Apaniti Sa Apana. Atha ya prana panayo sandhi sa vyano. Yo vyana sa vak. So it's a different context. Tasmad apranan ananapanan vacham abhivyaharati. So many things are told in one mantra. Atha khalu. So in another way. Vyanam eva udgitam upasita. Another name of prana is Vyana. What is Vyana will be told here. Don't take the general concept. Yadvai praniti sa prano. So, that which exhales is called prana. Yad apaniti, so that which inhales is called apana. Atha ya prana panayo sandhi. Between inhaling and exhaling, there is a joining point. That is Vyana. So, Vyana definition here is that joining point between inhaling and exhaling. Now, you can take that itself sends blood to all and brings it back because both things happening in the lung and heart. So, inhaling and outhailing is a muscular pump. And throwing out blood and bringing blood back is another pump in the heart and lungs. So, that is called the joining point. Now, that which is Vyan is also Vak. So, you have to understand this. When we speak, we neither inhale nor outhale. So, we stop inhaling, outhailing while we speak. So, this Sandhi is Vak, speech. Now, so speaking is one thing. When we have to do something which requires great strength, then we neither breathe in nor breathe out. So, that is being told. When we speak, we apply our full energy. So, neither inhale nor outhale. So, that is the Sandhi point. When we do any activity requiring great physical strength, apranan, ananapanan, without exhaling, without inhaling, vacham abhyavarati. So, speaking is like that, like any other strong action. So, first here, Vak is explained, that Vak is center because when we do not inhale, do not exhale, then only we speak. So, Swamiji has told that very fundamental things will be told, but in gross language, crude language. But this is quite fine. Internal thing is being told. Atha khalu iti prakarantarena upasana udgitasya uchyate. So atha khalu means now in a different way udgita upasana is being told. So everywhere main thing is Omkar upasana. Udgitasya upasanam uchyate. Vyanam eva vakshamana lakshanam Pranasaiva vritti vishesham udgitam upasit. So it is about Vyan, which is one of the functions of prana. Prana has 5 functions, so one of the functions of prana is Vyan. That should be worshipped as Udgita. Aduna tasya tattvam nirupyate. Aduna means now its fundamental nature is being described. Yadvai Purusha Praniti, that which Purusha exhales, Mukhanasikaabhyam Vayum Bhinisarayati. Exhales means in the mouth or through nose, he pushes out the prana. Bhinisarayati. Wind is pushed out. Sa pranakhya vayurvritti vishesha. So that is called the one of the functions of prana by name prana. Yad apaniti, apashvasiti, draws in breath, tabhyam eva antarakarshati vayum. Tabhyam eva means same, by mouth and nose. Antarakarshati vayum, draws wind inside. So apano apanakhya vritti. So that is the function of prana called Vyanam. That mantra is explained like that. Yadvai praniti sa prano, yad apaniti so apana. That is explained like this. Tata kim? What happens by that? Iti uchyate is being told. Atha ya ukta lakshanayo pranapanayo sandhi tayor antara vritti vishesha sa vyana. So, the joining place of prana, inside there is a function of prana, that is called Vyana. Yaha Sankhya Shastra Prasiddha Shrutya Vishesha Nirupanat Na so Vyana iti abhipraya. Clear. This Vyana is not that Vyana which circulates blood. Shankara made it very clear. Sankhya Shastra. Because this type of description is Sankhya and analytical. So what the other Shastras tell about Vyana, that it is circulating blood, don't take that as Vyana. Vyana is simply the central point of prana and apana. Junction. Means when we neither breath nor in-breath, then what is functioning is Vyana. That is the definition here. So every Shastra has its own terminology. So here don't confuse. It is not that Vyana which other scriptures tell you. This Vyana is only the junction point of prana and apan. Meaning is that when neither prana or apan function, then what functions? Apan. Vyana. Kasmat puna pranapano hitva mahatayasena vyanasya upasanam uchyate. With great effort. Why is telling to do upasana of Vyana, giving up pranapana, which are evident? Viryavat karma hetutvat. Because when karma requiring valor, great power is required, then Vyana comes into play. Katham viryavat karma hetutvam iti. How it is like that? Aha, yo Vyana sa vak. Vyana karyatvat vak. That which is Vyana is vak. Means Vyana function is vak. Yasmad Vyana nirvartya vak. So through Vyana, vak comes out. Tasmad therefore, pranan, apranan, anapanan, pranapana, vyapara, vyaparav akurvat. So without making the function of prana and apan, vacham abhivyaharati ucharayati loka. So because people use vak when they do not inhale or outhale. So it is vyana. That's all. Vyana function is vak, not that vyana, because when neither inhaling or not exhaling, they use vak, and that is what is called viryavat karma. One is very viryavat karma. Huh? Now, extension. Ya, vak, sa, rik. These compounds are there. Huh? Ya, vak, sa, rik, tasmad, apranan, anapanan, richam, abhivyaharati. So, we have been told previously that the best function of Vani is Rigved. So, what he chants Rigved, that also is Viryavat karma. Ya, ya, Ruk, Tat, Sam. And from Rigveda itself, we are told that that poetry, Rigveda, prose, Yajurveda. And from that poetry, what can be sung is Samveda. So, ya Ruk, Tat, Sama. Tasmad apranan anapanan samagayat. So when a man sings, he checks his breath. He does not inhale or exhale. Then the lay will be broken. So at particular points, they breathe in, breathe out. Otherwise, while singing, they stop the breath. Samagayati. Yat sama, so udgitam. And Udgita is the best hymn of the Samaveda. Tasmad apranan anapanan udgayati. So udgayati means when they sing Udgita, when they chant Om, they neither inhale nor outhale. So this is Tatha Vag Vishesham Rucham. So special Vani is Richa. Ruk Sanstam Cha Sama, and Sama stays in Rigved. Sama Vayavam Cha Udgitam, and Udgitam is a part of Samved. Apranan, anapanan, vyanena eva nirvartayati iti abhipraya. So not by inhaling, outhailing, then by vyanavrutti only it is chanted. Ato yani anyani viryavanti karmani, here it will be, yatha agnermanthanam, aje saranam, drudasya dhanusha ayamanam, apranan, anapana tani karoti, etasya hetor vyanameva udgitam upasit. So question was, why vyana? That is being told. Ato, therefore, yani anyani viryavanti karmani, those karmas which require great strength. Example, yatha, agnir manthanam. In those days, rubbing two sticks, they used to produce fire. So that requires great strength. Only lightly rubbing will not require fire. So one word. Aje saranam. That means race, competition. Aje means up to a point. Goal is given and you run. So that they do by great strength. So that work also they don't breathe. And dridasya dhanusha ayamanam. And a strong bow you have to pull. So these three examples are given for viryavanti karmani. And all the three, apranan, anapanastani karoti. So at that time, exhaling, inhaling is stopped. And they do this. Etasya hetor, because of this reason, vyama eva udgitam upasit. So only vyana is talked about for upasana because of this reason. that we require strong karmas. Karmanga upasana is there. So in that strong karmas, these are required. Shankar. Na kevalam vagadi abhivaranam. It is not only speech uttering which requires great strength, but ato asmad anyani api, others also, yani viryavanti karmani, karmas require strength, prayatna adhikya nirvartyani. So viryavanti, he explains as special effort is needed. More effort is needed to complete them. Yatha agner manthanam, as producing fire by rubbing sticks. Ajer maryadaya saranam. Ajer saranam means a limit is set and saranam is running. Dhavanam. Saranam is dhavanam. Dridasya dhanusha dhanushaha. Dridasya dhanushaha. Ayamanam akarshanam. Apranam anapanam sthane karot. So pulling. Ayamanam means pulling. Dridasya dhanusha. Ato vishishto vyana pranadi vrittibhya. Therefore, pranavritti, apanavritti, compared to that, vyanavritti is special. Vishishtasya upasana jaya phalavatvat rajopasanavat. Shankara has given a worldly example. Special thing worship will be given more fruit, like you worship the king. एतस्य हेतो तस्मात् एतस्मात् कारणात् व्यानमेव उद्गीतम् उपासित. So because of this reason, Vyana only has to be worshipped. Na anyad vrutyantaram, not pranapanadi vritti. Karma viryavattaratvam phalam. So its result also karmanga upasana. Your works will become strong. Your works will yield better results if you worship Vyana. So, Shankar is nicely explaining this Upasana Kanda. Atha Khalu, now a different topic. Atha Khalu Udgita Aksharani Upasita. Now, syllables of Udgita are also to be worshipped. Then it will be like worshipping full Udgita. So, Om is equated with the syllables of Udgita. Om itself is Udgita, we are told. But Om is now being equated with the syllables of Udgita. Udgita. Atha khalu Udgita Aksharani Upasita. Udgita iti prana eva utpranena hi uttishyanti vaggir vacho gira iti achakshate annam thamanne hi idam sarvam sthitam. We'll take it up next week. Thamante is a beautiful word. You know the other language equivalent? Bengali থেমে গেছে, Marathi থামল. That is thamante. Anyway, so this worship of Omkara and syllables of Udgita, we'll take it up next Wednesday. Om apyayantu mamangani vak pranaschakshushrotramatho balam indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत। श्री राम कृष्ण।